So the Baha'i Faith is in no way promoting anti-Islam?
Absolutely not, absolutely not. The teachings of the Baha'i Faith are based on one God, and that religion is one and humanity is one. We respect other religions. The situation for us is and remains difficult because we don't have any legal standing as well. If Baha'is are arrested, they don't necessarily get legal representation immediately, and that is written into the constitution of the Iranian law. So we're facing these difficulties because from the religious perspective, we're not accepted, we are excluded, we are the others.
So for instance, in Iran, the Christians and the Jews are recognized as minority religions, but Baha'is don't even get represented at all under legal protection.
That's correct. So the prophets that came before Muhammad, they are recognized. As Baha'u'llah came afterwards, we are not included, we are not counted.
So you mentioned that this sort of persecution and program against the Baha'is, went back to when the Baha'i Faith first started in the mid-1800s. But there was another huge burst when things went downhill after the revolution in Iran in the 70s, and then great persecution of the Baha'is in the 80s.
That's right. So when the Ayatollah Khomeini came to power and when the Shah was overthrown, it was a very tumultuous time in Iran, and at the time too, I think, not just Baha'is, but everyone in general, there was such a huge change. And the biggest change that they experienced there too was women's rights and the women's movement that emerged from that, because the hijab then was made compulsory. So the Baha'is, although we are very concerned about the situation for the Baha'is in Iran, we are as concerned for the innocent people of Iran who are being thrown in prison because they are making noise against the government.
The contribution of the Iranian Baha'is to the Iranian society is becoming more and more understood, okay? The Baha'is have contributed tremendous advancement of Iran. And my father, for example, he had a secondary school in Iran that was very well known, but because he was a Baha'i, he could not register under his own name, so he had to have somebody else to be a partner with him, which was okay. But again, that was another example. It was not a persecution kind of thing. It was they did not have the same opportunities. Of course, they were smart because they know, hey, Baha'is of Iran, they got, they were educated. They believed in education. So how can we kill this society? How can we kill the entire community? So let's stop them from going to school. Of course, that didn't stop the Baha'is from getting education because it's so fundamental to the teachings of Baha'u'llah. It's a mystery, I think. The way that the Baha'is of Iran are suffering, I think every aspect of their suffering, and maybe something beautiful organically will grow out of that will become a model for the entire planet perhaps to emulate.